Most men are taught to chase, to pursue, to prove, to impress. But Sigma males, they don't chase. They don't compete. They don't even try to play the game. And somehow, they're the ones women can't stop thinking about. It seems like a paradox, but it's not. Because Sigma males operate on a different frequency. They don't win women over with effort. They do it with presence, with stillness, with quiet strength. This video breaks down how Sigma males create obsession without lifting a finger to chase. If you've ever been told you're hard to read, or a woman said she can't figure you out, you're already halfway there. If that sounds like you, hit that subscribe button. This channel is built for men who don't follow the crowd and don't need to. Now let's get into the 5 ways Sigma males make women obsessed without chasing. 1. The mystery is not a game, it's who he is. Most men try to be mysterious by playing games. They hold back to create tension, they act busy, they follow strategies. But for Sigma males, mystery isn't a tactic, it's natural. They don't overshare, they don't explain themselves. They speak when they have something meaningful to say. They move with purpose, not noise. This silence, this calm detachment, it does something to people, especially to women. It creates space for curiosity to grow. And once curiosity takes hold, obsession is only a matter of time. In a world full of men showing off and oversharing, the Sigma feels like a puzzle, and puzzles demand to be solved. Who is he? What's going on behind those eyes? Why doesn't he need attention? The key is that the Sigma isn't trying to be hard to read. He just is. He's not playing defense. He's simply not offering access. And that lack of access triggers a psychological response. Because people don't chase what's freely available. They chase what makes them feel just out of reach. The Sigma male's mystery is not coldness, it's power. And when a woman feels that quiet power, she starts to crave the full picture, even if she never gets it. 2. He lives in his own world and invites no one. Sigma males aren't looking to be included. They're not scanning the room for approval. They're not waiting for permission to matter. They already matter to themselves. And that kind of self-containment is rare. Most men want to be seen, acknowledged, validated. They want to be let into a woman's life. But Sigma males don't need access to someone else's world. They're already building their own. That world might be quiet. It might be disciplined. It might look boring to outsiders. But to the Sigma, it's his empire, his sanctuary. And here's where the obsession begins. Because a woman sees a man who isn't reaching for her, who isn't reacting to her, who isn't orbiting her mood or her approval. She sees someone who is fully grounded in his own purpose, and it unsettles her in the best way. She wants in, not because he invited her, but because she wasn't. His silence doesn't feel like rejection. It feels like mystery. His detachment doesn't come off as arrogance. It comes off as control. And when a man isn't looking to be chosen, he becomes the one everyone wants. This is why Sigma males don't have to chase. Their life is the bait. Their focus is the magnet. And the more locked in they are, the more women feel that pull. Not because the Sigma asked for it, but because he didn't. 3. Emotional detachment creates emotional tension. Most men try to connect emotionally by over-communicating. They constantly check in, ask how she's feeling, or try to prove they care. The Sigma male doesn't. It's not that he lacks empathy, it's that he doesn't seek emotional validation the way others do. His emotions are self-regulated, private, contained, and that emotional restraint, it creates an unmistakable tension. When a woman interacts with a Sigma male, she doesn't feel chaos or desperation. She feels calm, steady presence. But within that calm is a question mark. He's not emotionally cold, but he's clearly not emotionally accessible either. This makes her lean in. She wonders what he's really thinking. She questions how much he feels. She becomes focused, not because he's trying to pull her in, but because he's not pulling at all. And that emotional distance, paired with confidence, is powerful. It keeps her guessing. It makes her feel like she's almost figured him out, but not quite. That almost feeling, that's the hook. It triggers a kind of obsession, not in a manipulative way, but in a deeply psychological one. The human brain wants resolution, it wants clarity, and when it can't get it, it loops, it fixates. The Sigma male understands his emotions, but he doesn't wear them. He doesn't lay them out like a display. And that restraint builds tension women feel in every interaction. They sense the depth, but they can't access it. And that makes it even more attractive, because nothing holds a woman's attention like a man who makes her feel something, but won't give her the full picture. 4. He's not available even when he's around. You can sit next to a Sigma male, talk to him, laugh with him, and still feel like he's miles away. Not because he's rude, not because he's distracted, but because his energy is turned inward. He's there, but he's not available. And that contrast drives women wild. Most men try to be emotionally present, hoping it'll build connection. The Sigma doesn't force it. His presence is steady but reserved. He gives attention in quiet, focused moments, but never in a way that says, "You have all of me." He's selective with his time, careful with his energy, and this creates a sense of scarcity. Scarcity is powerful. When something is limited, it becomes more valuable, more desirable. And when a woman realizes she can't just have his full presence on demand, she starts to crave it. The Sigma male might text back late or go quiet for days. Not as a strategy, but because he's genuinely focused elsewhere. And that absence, that space, it works like gravity. Because his value isn't in how much time he gives. It's in how deeply she feels when he's around. He doesn't smother, he doesn't chase, he doesn't try to impress. He just shows up as he is, grounded, silent, slightly detached. And that kind of presence leaves a mark. Even after he's gone, his energy lingers. His silence echoes. His absence feels louder than most men's words. That's how obsession begins. Not from constant attention, but from rare, powerful moments that stay in her mind long after he's left the room. 5. He makes her earn what most men give away. In today's world, most men give too much, too fast. They compliment constantly. They confess feelings early. They bend their routines just to keep a woman interested. But Sigma males don't do that. They don't overexpress, they don't overshare, and they definitely don't offer emotional access on a silver platter. Not because they're playing games, but because they value themselves too much to give their presence away for free, and that changes everything. When a woman interacts with a Sigma male, she senses that he isn't waiting for her to approve of him. He's not trying to win her over. He's not available in the way most men are. So she does something she's not used to doing. She starts investing. She starts trying. She pays more attention to his responses. She thinks more deeply about what he meant by something. She starts wondering what she could do to stay in his orbit. Because unlike other men, he's not rewarding her just for being there. This is one of the deepest psychological hooks. When a man holds his value, when he makes a woman earn what others hand out for nothing, it forces her to rise to the moment, to step into effort, to engage fully. And once that happens, emotional investment turns into emotional attachment. Sigma males don't try to be rare. They just are. And in being that rare, calm, focused, unattached, they flip the entire script. They don't create obsession by chasing. They create it by not needing to. If this sounds like you, now you know. It's not a tactic. It's your nature. Keep owning it. And if this resonated, hit that subscribe button for more content made specifically for Sigma minds. Until next time, stay detached, stay grounded, and let them chase you.